Right guys, sitting on your heels, feel free to put your ab mat or your cushion on your heels if it's uncomfortable. Take one hand out to the side and then drop the ear to that shoulder. Trying to keep the shoulder relaxed, keep that arm down. Lou, can you mute peeps? Yes. You should be able to, because I think you're the host still. So I'm Devon, yeah. Yeah, so don't mute Dev. I wish I could mute Dev. That's the joke. Good. Turning your palms around. Try and keep that shoulder relaxed. And swap sides. Reach out to the other side. Bring that ear to the shoulder and try and relax that shoulder. Good. And start turning the palm forwards and backwards. Slowly moving chin around the chest, shoulder to shoulder. Good. Take one hand over and around the back. Reach as far down as you can. Put the other hand on top. And use that hand to push down on the elbow and reach backwards. Try not to arch your back. Try and stay relatively contracted through the middle with your ribs down. Just let the elbow do the work. If at any point your ankles get too uncomfortable, feel free to just sit up like so or go onto your bum. You could even do this one standing. So like we did before, you won't be able to see, but you're going to move your palm around like so. So behind your back, you're going to move your palm in circles, forward and back. So in case you can't see, all you're doing is that, but in this position. Twisting your wrist in circles. Good. Now extend that elbow, but same thing. You're now going to be pushing backwards. So show you from the side. Your arm is straight. You're framing your head with your hands and you're pulling back. But make sure those ribs stay down and we don't overarch our back. So we're still like this. We're framing the head, pulling the arm back. You should feel that stretch across your chest there. hand round towards the outside of the arm as well. Try and keep the straight arm elbow facing forwards. Again, let's move the palm forward and back just as much as it will let you. Mobility with dogs. Good, check it out. So going onto the other arm, bent elbow, pushing that elbow back. Keep the ribs down. Before we move into the palm switches, just shake out your legs because they may have built up a bit of tension there. Just extend them, stretch them out. Good, once you've done that, go back into your elbow over, but you're moving your hand circles. If you like it, then you put a sugar ring on it. Good, shake it out. And then we're taking this arm straight up. Again, framing the head with the other elbow, grabbing the elbow of the straight arm and pulling backwards. Or you can grab the front and push backwards. I find it easier to grab around and pull backwards. Good, and let's wave the hand forward and backwards. Good, shake that out. Come to all fours. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Take one hand, drive underneath, let that shoulder drop to the floor. Use your other hand to support you as you twist your body, letting that shoulder drop towards the floor. Good, swap sides. Back to the center. Take one hand behind your back. The other hand slides forwards as you try and bring your chest towards the ground with a flat back. Just go as far as you can go. Obviously don't overextend and hurt your chest too much. Just go to the point where you feel the stretch. Rest your forehead on the floor as well. Try and push your armpit down towards the ground. Bring both hands underneath so you can swap over. Other hand behind the back, other hand reaches or slides forward as you come towards the floor. Keep pushing that armpit down, and rest the forehead, keeping that flat back. Good, we're going to do one more round of pass through, so you bring the arm through, rest the shoulder down. And the other side. Good, we're going to do the one hand behind the back again, but this time your hand's going to be a little bit wider. So be conscious that your shoulder doesn't roll in. Keep your chest nice and open as you slide that hand out in a 45-degree angle now. You may not be able to go as low, but you can go to where you can feel the stretch and then rest your head on the floor. So again, be conscious that your shoulder hasn't rolled in towards the middle. You're still opening the shoulder and feeling the chest stretch. You're just maybe not going as low, and you're resting your head as you try and push the inside of your shoulder towards the floor and your chest and the inside of your armpit towards the floor. Imagine you're trying to stabilize the bar overhead squat or something like that. You're trying to engage your thumb around the bar and you're trying to push your chest forward to stop your shoulders collapsing in. Good. Shake that arm out. Swap over. So other arm goes out in a 45-degree angle. Other hand on the back. Remember, don't let that shoulder roll in. We want it to open, keep the chest nice and open. Push back and down. And then rest your head on the floor when you feel the stretch. And you can actively push that armpit from inside of the shoulder towards the ground. If you can't feel it, need more of a stretch, just bring your head forward. And rest. Last little bit of this little series, we're going to do to the side. So this hand stays supportive. This time we're bringing our chest down towards this wrist. But again, we're not internally rotating. We're keeping that chest back and we're pushing it straight to the side. So you're getting that stretch all the way down this side of the body. Again, go as far as you can feel the stretch and then hold it there. Don't go even further that your shoulder rolls in. Go to the point before the shoulder rolls in. Should get that stretch down towards the bicep as well, even into the top of the forearm with your tight. over time you might be able to sink a little bit lower. Just keep that shoulder back. Don't let your shoulder blade flare out. You want to keep it in towards the spine. And switch sides. So bring the other hand in for support. The other one, hands spread out, opening up and dropping to the other side. You can even come down onto the elbow on the other one. Finish off there, just going to go back and forth between the two, pushing that chest down, keeping the arms straight. Good. Roll the shoulders back, shake out the arms and wrists at the same time. Good. Right, I'll show you this one from the side. So we're sitting on our heels. You can also sit cross-legged or legs out in front. I'm just going to show you in this position here. So sitting up nice and straight. Try and get that spine as in line as possible. Hands out in front, but the fingers are spread apart like so. Fingers are spread apart, shoulders are rolled back and down. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together. We're going to extend. And you keep those shoulders in the same place throughout the whole movement. You bring the hands into the chest, turn the fingers up, and then drive the hand above the head. Back down, shoot the fingers out, and drive there. So what you're trying to maintain is that shoulders back, good posture position. We're not going to lose it or roll forward. Trying to maintain that position. We're stabilized in the middle, and we're just going through that set of movements, bringing the hands in and over and bringing the hands in and out. Concentrate on squeezing your shoulder blades in the whole time, trying to train them to stay in that stabilized position there. So the tricky part for that, for most of us guys, is when we go overhead. What we want to do is arch the spine there, so we will keep that stability in the middle by shooting the ribs down and practice that core control as we take something overhead. Yeah, we're going to do one more, but hyper slow motion. So the whole thing should take about 15 seconds. So start out in front, and you want to think about going as slow as possible. Slowly bringing the hands in. Slowly turning the hands up, the whole time squeezing your shoulder blades together. Everything coming from the upper back. Heading towards the sky. Nice and slowly. Till we get full lockout. Pay attention to what's happening in the spine, in the rib cage, the core muscles, and then working our way back down. And then out. Awesome guys, well done. Shake out your legs because we spend a lot of time in that position. Cool. Let's come into a bit of a cat-cow now, just to try and work some of that tension out. So dropping the shoulder blades down, looking up, and then looking towards the belly button, pushing your rib cage into the air. Cycle between those two movements, concentrating on your breath. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Pushing your hands and knees into the floor. So nice and active through the whole body. We're not just loosey-goosey bending the spine. We're trying to get the whole body involved with each movement. Well done. Right, lie on your backs. Bring your knees together. I'll show you from an angle there. So knees together, your head's going to be on the ground, and you're dropping the knees side to side. Good, now take the whole leg across. Rest the knee on the floor and try to get this shoulder on the opposite side of the floor as well. If you can't, keep that knee on the floor, anchored down with this hand, and then slowly let that hand drop towards the ground. And swap sides, take the other leg across, put it on the ground, and then try and get your opposite shoulder to the floor as well. Good. Lying down on your backs again, what you're going to do, you're going to bring your heel to the thigh, and this knee that's shot up in the air, you're going to try and lay it down on the floor. So you can hold the foot, be actively trying to push that knee down towards the ground. Can everyone see? So bringing the foot to the thigh, and then this knee that's shot up, we're trying to push it back down towards the floor. Should we get a bit of a hip flexor stretch there? We're also working the glutes to push, actively pulling our knee down towards the floor. Let's do a few repetitions. So knees come up, knees come down. Knee come up, knee goes down. So hold it for 3 seconds, as far down as you can go, and then release it off. Good, swap sides. Bring the other heel to the thigh. The knee is now shot up off the ground, and we're working hard to actively push it down. Feel free to use a hand to push it down, but you're also squeezing your bum to allow that movement to happen. Into our repetitions, so up and down, up and down. Remember to hold it for 3 seconds at the lowest you can go, and then relax it off. Hold it